for this person or not. Well, welcome. My name is Jason Wall. I'm the president of the Narrows Music Society. Probably look a little bit different than the last time you saw a president up here. I'd like to thank Corey Bergman, who was our longtime serving president, but he went to Hawaii. So, Corey, when you watch this video, thank you for all the time and the work that you put in. I hope you enjoy the beach. But for us, and you here today, I just want to say thank you for coming out on this soggy Sunday to hear some phenomenal music. This is the first of our 4 concert series this year, and we will be exploring the themes of honor through some wonderful music. There are a couple of things I want to get out of the way first. We are having a raffle, so if you missed a raffle for one of the baskets out there, you kind of want to sneak out real quick and then run back in. I think the tickets are $5 a piece, and there are some wonderful options out there. The other big thing is our program notes are all online, and you have to be on the school Wi-Fi guest network if you want to be able to do that. The QR code is in your programs. So if you want some detailed program notes about what we'll be playing today, please shoot that, get on the Wi-Fi first, and then take a look at that with your camera and scan the QR code. You will also find QR codes for how to get to our website to find all of the future information. And that brings me to a very exciting thing that we have going on this concert season. We were able to, through a very generous grant from the Larry and Carla Sequist Foundation, we're able to get a pilot grant for bringing residents of the Key Peninsula out to our concerts via charter bus service. So if you know anybody out there, this is a free service. We're partnering with ETA Charters. We have an awesome 55-person charter bus that is going to make 2 stops, one at the Long Branch Improvement Club, one at the Mustard Seed Project of Key Center. And we're going to be doing that for all 4 of our concerts. So if you know anybody out in the Key Peninsula who doesn't like to drive or just think it's too far to come in for a concert, we will get them here via a party bus. No alcohol, there's a cleanup fee, so let's keep it toned down, but we will have it's a wonderful service that we're able to offer. We're super grateful for Larry and Carla Sequist for being able to make that possible. So again, spread the word if you know that. Check on Facebook, check our website for all of that stuff. Let's see, what else do we have? That is it for now. So everybody settle in. I am so honored to be able to introduce our conductor and our creative director, Mel Brazley, who's going to take you through a wonderful evening of music. So put your hands together and let's welcome Mel to the stage.
honor. So there are many different ways to kind of sort of show and honor different people and things. So our first piece that you just heard, Miniature Overture by Jack Stamp, was actually inspired by his high school band director. He was, you can also read more detailed in the program notes, but the overall is that he was sort of kind of giving thanks to his high school band director for kind of sort of kicking his butt all the way through high school up until college and kind of got to where he was today. And that was a commissioned piece, I think, by a friend of his. So again, you can kind of keep reading about there. So all of these pieces have a different person, place, or thing that they're sort of kind of paying homage to, or sort of just kind of like in general, like saying thank you or sort of giving respect to different things. So as we continue on today, if you want to go ahead and follow along in your program notes, this more explicitly states what and who they are honoring today. So without further ado, we have another friend that's being honored for this piece. Kevin Day had a good friend of his pass away. And so as he was leaving the service, he's kind of kept hearing this melody in his head. And so as soon as he got home, he wrote down the melody and started adding different stuff to it that kind of paid homage to his friend, who also happened to be a really good trumpet player. So you'll hear little bits and pieces of that throughout. So I hope you enjoy our version of A Song for Tomorrow. Uh-oh, I just unplugged it. for something totally and completely different, we have 3 movements selected from Jan van der Roos's Amazonia suite. So this is using Dutch composer. This was written in a time where they were experimenting with some notation and some different orchestrations, and so you'll hear some very interesting things happening in this piece, and they are on purpose. So if you hear it, it's supposed to happen. So he's kind of experimenting with all this cool stuff, and he learned about this tribe in South America somewhere that were basically fighting to save their little spot of rainforest, and some big company, again, you can read more in detail in the program notes, but basically this tribe kind of fought against this gigantic corporation about building a dam that would then damage their farming land that they have and then their spot of the Amazon. And so this is in no way taking any of their folk songs. This is just Van der Roos heard about it and was so inspired that he wrote this entire 5-movement suite dedicated to those people who kind of fought back against the man in 1970 something, maybe 1980. Again, you can read it in the program notes. So it's sort of kind of he's honoring them by making this great big wind band piece that kind of sort of encapsulates sort of the fight that they have, and very kind of oldish Hollywood style. Would you kind of agree? There's some really cool, very Hollywoody notation in here. So you'll be hearing some of that. So we're only going to play movements 3 through 5. So a lot of them are connected. So you'll hear it. There might be one stop in the middle before the end, but basically when I turn around and go like this, that means it's over. All right? All right. So I have to do it every concert. It's in my contract. Okay. So without further ado, we hope you enjoy our selections from Amazonia. See if I can not unplug it this time. Whoops. told you, it's a pretty cool, like, old-fashioned Hollywood-y movie score. There's a little of John Williams in there somewhere. So now, up next, we have something, again, totally different, but still aligned kind of with saving and protecting the environment. We have Katherine Bergman's Blueprints for Hope, which was written for the university students who sort of kind of pioneered getting Earth Day started and actually starting to, like, think about and protect the environment back when they were college kids. And so this is kind of her little honoring of the students who typically tend to go above and beyond what they need to do and do more for, like, the world around them as opposed to just kind of focusing on themselves. So we hope you enjoy Blueprints for Hope. throw in a few marches and some Amazing Grace and some honoring our military friends. So I don't think this piece needs an introduction. So without further ado, we have the Thunder by John Philip Sousa. It's Sousa. Okay, as recompense for making the horns play another Sousa march, I found this interesting arrangement of Amazing Grace from a younger composer. They used some interesting, really cool colored chords, and of course they put the Amazing Grace first part in the horn solo. So that was my bribe for them to play it under Sousa march. I was like, well, what if I give you a solo on Amazing Grace? And they're like, all right, fine. Like, you can stay, I suppose. So, all right. So up we have Tyler Arcari's version of Amazing Grace.
Not above bribes, especially with my horn players.
before our final honorific tune of the night, we have a couple of quick announcements from our board president, Mr. Jason, as well as our raffle specialists, Becky and Sue, and other fun, cool things before we start our final piece of the evening. So while we are up here talking, if you did not get a chance to go snag a raffle ticket, now is your chance! Just make sure that the door stays open so you can hear all the very important things that Jason has to talk to you about stuff happening in our community. So without further ado, here's Jason.
Should I get myself stuck?
Are you enjoying the concert so far? Howard Joker, one of the best kept secrets of the greater Gig Harbor area. And I'd just like to say, if you or somebody you know is a musician and would love to plan a wedding, we would love to have you. Our audition materials are online on our website, and we're always looking for new players to come. The Harbor Winds and the Narrows Music Society, our goal is to provide arts and music education to the greater Gig Harbor area. We do that through a bunch of different things, but primarily we do it by providing free concerts, extensive program notes, introducing our audience to music maybe they would not be as familiar with, as long as introducing or reminding them of some great favorites that they'll have. Everybody knows the Sousa March, but you might not have heard Amazonia before, right? And so we do that. We do our variety of concerts, our holiday concert, if you want to mark your calendars, is coming up on December 14th. That's going to be a great one. The theme for that concert is celebration. And then we'll have a concert in March, and then our Young Artist Concert, which is always a crowd favorite, will be towards the end of the year. So make sure you check on our Facebook page and our website for those dates. Two other things I want to mention before we come to the last song for the concert is you might have noticed in your ballot guidebook that you received that there is something called Proposition 1. That is the Gig Harbor Cultural Access Amendment that we're hoping to get passed. And what that is, it's a penny tax on goods in Gig Harbor, not on necessities like your groceries, but it is a penny. It's a 0.01% tax that we're hoping to get passed that will go solely 100% to supporting arts, culture, and science in the community. That helps us because that means that we get grants, which allows us to do things like continue bringing this bus charter program to residents of the KP. It helps us bring in, and in us particular, every other year we try and bring in a clinician, a soloist to come play. Our last one was Eric Steiner from KLU, who's a phenomenal saxophonist, but we also pay for him to do a free clinic at the high school for all the high school band students to come. So it would mean the world to us to be able to have access to those grant funds, but also all of the other things that you enjoy in Gig Harbor, like Gig Harbor Wild Watch, the Gig Harbor KP Civic Orchestra, the Peninsula Community Choir, all of the arts and community groups that could participate in this. It's so vital and so important. So if you get a chance, please check yes on Proposition 1. We stand behind it, and it would benefit us directly. And so we thank you for consideration on that. And since I'm telling you about money, the other thing that a board president gets to do is ask you for money. And we run solely on donations and the grants that we receive. The way that we keep our concerts free is everybody up here on the stage pays dues. So we pay to bring you music, and we want to always, we never want to let money be a barrier to people coming and enjoying the arts. And so in your program notes, you'll find a QR code that you can scan and give directly to support us. Everything that you give goes 100% supporting us. It pays for our rental space, it pays for our conductor, and it pays for us to upgrade our equipment on occasion. But almost all of it goes to our overhead for where we rehearse and for putting on these concerts. So that's it. I think the next thing that we've got is the raffle. So I'm going to turn this over to Becky and let her run these wonderful baskets.
Hey, everybody. Wait, listen.
Yes. Do you want me to turn that? Here, I'll test it.
Okay. So hopefully you all had a chance to give into the baskets there. I need a helper. So we got, wow, somebody's got a really good chance at winning a basket here. Okay, would you mind somebody handing me the plates there? Because I know I'm not going to make it over there. There we go. So we have got, yeah, I'll take number 4 there. No, it doesn't matter. Okay, so I'm not sure which basket that is. What? There's only 2 on this plate, so. Somebody just grab a ticket.
Which one is it? Which basket?
It's number 4.
Okay, the candy one?
I don't know which one that is. Is that the kid basket? I think so. Is that the candy one? Ooh, okay, here we go. Number 6634680. Okay, so it's yours for, yay, look at Okay, this is a pretty cool patriotic basket. We only have 2 tickets, and you're sure nobody else wants to get $5 tickets for this basket, right? All righty, somebody's gonna be really blessed by this. Okay, here we go. We have got ticket 6634671. Yay! All right, somebody hand me that next plate there. I'll keep going. Wow, okay.
I'll buy a ticket.
This one is the,
I'll buy a ticket.
oh, look at her. For which one? That one I'm doing right now?
Here one.
Okay, that's
Number 2, is that
number 2. Do you know which one that is? Is that the snacky basket or what? I didn't put these together. That was super cool. Okay. Look at that. Okay. You want to say what's in it? Because I don't read that. What's in it? Yeah, John, what's in it? Yeah, because you're the one who put that together. Yeah. Okay. Come over here.
So there's apple cider and mulling spices and cinnamon sticks. The good ones, not the ones that were recalled. A lot of snack stuff for a cozy night by the fire. So it's kind of like the apple cider basket.
Oh, yeah, cool. All right.
2.
Okay, here's 2. What do you have hold of? Yeah. Because you know it's good. Drum roll. Drum roll. Ooh, yeah, that's right. Oh! I think all of us could say that in this most of us. Okay, 6634668. Hey! Okay. And then, you want to hand me that last one? Thank you. Thank you very much. Here we go. And this one, I think, is the tea and the coffee and the spices and things like that, right? What else? Chocolate? Chocolate in there? No.
Candles.
Candles, towels. Yeah. Fun use fall stuff. Okay. Let me see. You do it. It's too far. Everybody's like, okay. Here we go. I'll do it. Just make sure I can get it. 6634666. Darn right. Oh, honey, no. Take it. You can take it to me. All right. Well, thank you for that. And I'm going to turn this microphone. Thank you very much for participating. Hope you enjoyed our little treasures. And I'm going to turn it over to my husband right here. I don't know how this is going to Are you taking it before we take it?
Yeah, really.
Yeah, we need to leave.
All right, so for our final piece, Solely Clean Armed Forces, we have a couple of special guests up here. We actually have John and Becky. Becky is going to be conducting this piece, so as a veteran herself, she's going to be conducting this piece. And John happens to know all of the words and all of the notes for singing all of the ones. So you're going to get a double feature here. You're going to get a vocal artist as well as a guest conductor. And before we have the rest of us start, if those of you on stage, if you served in any sort of branch, can you go ahead and either stand if you can or wave if you served in anything? The gonna be kind of hard for them to do this, so I wanted to make sure that they get the recognition first. And then in the audience, if you served, whenever we get to your branch theme, if you are able to stand up, please go ahead and stand, and then the audience, we can clap with that as we're playing. And then if you are unable to stand, just kind of like wave your arm around real nice and big, so that way we can see and make sure that you have the recognition and while we play. And this is how we're gonna close out our concert today, is by honoring all of us that have served. So without further ado, let's turn it over to Beckman.
John, one thing more.
I would like to remind you, on November 11th, here in Gig Harbor, there is the Veterans Day celebration for the city of Gig Harbor. And please join us for that. Some of the members of this band are in another band called the Puget Sound Veterans Band, and we're going to be playing for that. But it's going to be a great time, patriotic music. It is at the Gig Harbor Antique Aero Museum over by the airport, so please come. They'll have lunch for veterans at no charge. Others are $15. I have some flyers here if you're interested. Come talk to me afterwards and just come to that Veterans Day ceremony November 11th in Gig Harbor at the Antique Aero Museum. United States Army Roost.
All right, thank you all for joining us this evening. We hope you enjoyed it. Our next month's celebration, as Jason said, is happening on December 14th. And it's all meanings of the word celebration, so we're going to have all kinds of good celebratory music, both holiday and not. So we hope you join us on December 14th, same exact place, same exact time. Thank you for coming. Make sure you grab a cookie on your way out.